My sister-in-law kept accidentally destroying my family heirlooms, so I accidentally destroyed her future. I should have known Rachel was trouble when she first held my grandmother's pearl necklace and said, "These would look better on someone who could pull them off." My brother James laughed and said she was just joking, but something cold settled in my stomach. My grandmother died when I was 20 and left specific items to each grandchild. I got her pearl necklace, her Spode Christmas china, and her collection of first edition books. The catch was everything stayed at my parents' house until I turned 25. Everything seemed fine until 2 years later, because that's when James married Rachel. Rachel was an antique appraiser who kept offering to help organize our family pieces. The pearl necklace disappeared first. We were having Sunday dinner and Rachel had asked to see it again. She carried it to better lighting, then came back crying, saying she couldn't find it anywhere. "I'm so clumsy," she sobbed into James's shoulder while my mother rubbed her back and told me to stop glaring. 3 months later, Rachel decided to surprise me by cleaning the china for my birthday. She called me sobbing, saying she'd dropped the entire box down the stairs. When I rushed over, she showed me the shattered pieces and her bandaged hands. "I was just trying to do something nice," she wailed. James held her and said, "My wife was trying to help and you're making her feel worse." My dad agreed and said I needed to stop being materialistic. The books went next. First edition Hemingway fell in the pool while Rachel was reading it. First edition Fitzgerald got wine spilled on it during book club. First edition Steinbeck mysteriously disappeared when Rachel borrowed it for a client presentation. Each time she cried and each time my family comforted her while treating me like a greedy biatch. I started keeping a list, but James found it and confronted me at Thanksgiving. "You need therapy for these jealousy issues," he announced in front of everyone. "Rachel tries so hard and you keep attacking her over stuff." My parents nodded and my mother added, "Your grandmother would be ashamed of how you're treating family over objects." The breaking point came when I overheard Rachel on a call in January. I'd gone to my parents' house to grab something and heard her laughing in the guest room. "Girl, these people are so stupid," she said. "They actually believe I'm clumsy. Check my Etsy later, I just posted some amazing pearls." My hands shook as I drove home and searched every selling platform I could find. Within an hour, I found her store. My grandmother's necklace was listed for $8,000. The china pieces were being sold individually for $300 each, but the reviews made me sick. Dozens of elderly clients thanking her for helping them declutter. One old woman mentioned feeling confused after tea at Rachel's office, but trusting her expertise about worthless items. I bought the necklace with a fake account and started contacting every reviewer. 12 elderly people told me similar stories. Rachel would appraise their items and convince them to sell for nothing. Several mentioned the tea making them dizzy. I helped them file police reports and documented everything, but I wasn't done. If Rachel loved accidents so much, I'd give her one to remember. I knew Rachel's routine from all the family dinners. She kept a prized collection of stolen items in a temperature-controlled storage unit and visited every Tuesday to reorganize. She also kept a bottle of Xanax in her purse that she'd crush into drinks when meeting difficult clients. I'd seen her do it. The next Tuesday, I waited at the storage facility. When she went inside, I slipped her own Xanax powder into her coffee tumbler that she'd left in the car. A lot of it. Then I waited. 20 minutes later, I heard the crash. Rachel had passed out and knocked over the shelving units in her storage space. 10 years of stolen antiques shattered beneath her. When the paramedics arrived, they found her unconscious among the broken pieces with empty Xanax bottles in her purse. The police investigation revealed everything. The drugging, the theft, the elder abuse. They found evidence she'd been slowly increasing James's anxiety medication too. She got 15 years and James divorced her immediately. At sentencing, I wore my grandmother's pearl necklace. As they led her away, I called out, "I'm so clumsy, I accidentally put your own drugs in your coffee." Accidents happen, right? She turned and saw the pearls around my neck. The look of recognition and rage was worth everything. Sometimes the best revenge is giving someone exactly what they've been serving. But that's when I discovered something that made my blood run cold. Rachel wasn't just stealing from old people, she'd been doing something to my brother too. And when I found out what she had planned for me, I knew I had to act fast. Full story on channel, link below.